Top 10 cleanest states in America. Some states are known for their healthy air quality and hailed for their environmental friendliness, and a few choice states. Well, one in particular is known for its crystal clear waters. But the truth is, every person in every state produces waste. It's just that some create a lot more than others. You may know about the tragic water crisis in cities like Flint, Michigan, or assume densely populated states like Delaware are filled with pollution. But then, there are a lot of factors that go into figuring out how clean or dirty a state is. We crunch the numbers to determine which state in the US is the absolute cleanest. If you're new here to this channel, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't get to miss out on any of our subsequent videos. Digging into data from a number of sources to get the full picture of a particular state's cleanliness, including its air quality, landfill use, and the volume of garbage and toxins it produces. This included a number of eye-opening statistics from the Environmental Protection Agency's Landfill Methane Outreach Program and Landfill Gas Energy Project database, as well as the US Census. We factored in how many tons of trash a state has buried per capita, as well as how much new waste it is producing per year, also in tons, and what percentage of a state's total landmass is dedicated to landfills. We also took into account the dirtiness of the state's air, drawing on the amount of carbon dioxide it produces in million metric tons, according to the US Energy Information Administration, as well as each state's air pollution ranking, according to the United Health Foundation. Together, we put these numbers through our exclusive algorithm to determine the Dirty State Index score for each state. Taking all of these data into account, here is the list of the top 10 cleanest states in America as at the time of recording this video. Number 10. Utah Dirty State Index 15.82. Utah is a state in the Mountain West region of the United States. It is bordered by Colorado to the east, Wyoming to the northeast, Idaho to the north, Arizona to the south, and Nevada to the west. Of the 50 US states, Utah is the 13th largest by area with a population of over 3 million. It is the 30th most populous and 11th least densely populated. The state has a highly diversified economy with major sectors including transportation, education, information technology and research, government services, mining. It is also a major tourist destination for outdoor recreation. A 2012 Gallup National Survey found Utah overall to be the best state to live in the future, based on 13 forward-looking measurements including various economic, lifestyle, and health-related outlook metrics. Utah is known for its natural diversity and is home to features ranging from arid deserts with sand dunes to thriving pine forests in mountain valleys. It is a rocked and geographically diverse state at the convergence of three distinct geological regions: the Rocky Mountains, the Great Basin, and the Colorado Plateau. The state of Utah relies heavily on income from tourists and travelers visiting the state's parks and ski resorts, and thus the need to brand Utah and create an impression of the state throughout the world, which has led to several state slogans, the most famous being "the greatest snow on earth." Waste management of Utah has proudly served Utah communities for 46 years, from the Great Salt Lake to the captivating Canyon Caves. The team of more than 200 employees are dedicated to delivering safe, efficient service to every customer, thus helping the community to become cleaner and greener. Number 9. Oregon Dirty State Index 15.65. Oregon is a state in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States. The Columbia River delineates much of Oregon's northern boundary with Washington, while the Snake River delineates much of its eastern boundary with Idaho. Oregon is one of the most geographically diverse states in the US, marked by volcanoes, abundant bodies of water, dense evergreen and mixed forest, as well as high deserts and semi-arid shrublands. Oregon's only national park, Crater Lake National Park, comprises the caldera surrounding Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States. The state is also home to the single largest organism in the world, Armillaria ostoei, a fungus that runs beneath the 8.9 km square of the Malheur National Forest. Oregon's population is largely concentrated in the Willamette Valley, which stretches from Eugene in the south through Corvallis and Salem to Portland. Oregon's air quality is generally considered safe to breathe. In 2019, Oregon cities averaged an annual air quality index AQI level of 38, passing the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency EPA standard of less than 50. Number 8. New Mexico Dirty State Index 14.13. New Mexico is a state in the southwestern United States. Its capital is Santa Fe, which was founded in 1610 as the capital of Nuevo Mexico, while its largest city is Albuquerque, which is accompanying metropolitan area. With an estimated population of 2,096,829 as of July 1st, 2019, U.S. Census Bureau estimates that New Mexico is the 36th largest state by population. New Mexico's climate is generally semi-arid to arid, though areas of continental and alpine climate exist, and its territory is mostly covered by mountains, high plains, and deserts. New Mexico provides a number of economic incentives to businesses operating in the state, including various types of tax credits and tax exceptions. Most of the incentives are based on job creation. The Solid Waste Bureau regulates solid waste facilities and operations, including commercial haulers, landfills, transfer stations, collection centers, recycling and composting facilities, and infectious waste processing facilities. They also regulate scrap tire generators, scrap tire haulers, tire recycling facilities, and construction projects, using more than 100 scrap tires throughout New Mexico. New Mexico Environment Department oversees the investigation and cleanup of environmental contamination in New Mexico, whether it originates from a spill, old industrial facilities, current operations, leaking underground storage tanks, or other sources. Cleanup assistance is available to communities, local and tribal governments, businesses, non-profit organizations, and individuals. Today's contaminated properties can become tomorrow's successful redevelopment stories. New Mexico has some of the most beautiful skies on our planet, all thanks in part to the good air quality. Plants, animals, and humans all rely on having clean air to breathe. Number 7. North Dakota Dirty State Index 10.94. North Dakota consistently ranks amongst the top states for livability and happiness, and the statistics certainly don't lie. If you're looking for a quieter life or a place to set some roots, the Peace Garden State might be perfect for you. North Dakota is a Midwestern U.S. state dominated by the Great Plains. Its eastern city of Fargo showcases Native American and modern art at the Plains Art Museum. The area's immigrant history is honored at the Scandinavian Heritage Association in the city of Minot. The Great Plains give way to the rugged Badlands near the border with Montana, where Theodore Roosevelt National Park spans the Little Missouri River. North Dakota has a continental climate with warm summers and cold winters. The temperature differences are significant because of its far inland position and being in the center of the northern hemisphere, with roughly equal distances to the North Pole and the equator. The Department of Environmental Quality is responsible for safeguarding North Dakota's air, land, and water resources. In cooperation with the general public, industry, and government at all levels, the department implements protective programs and standards to help maintain and improve environmental quality. Number 6. Vermont Dirty State Index 10.47. Vermont is a state in the New England region of the United States. It borders the states of Massachusetts to the south, New Hampshire to the east, and New York to the west, and the Canadian province of Quebec to the north. Vermont is the only state in New England that does not border the Atlantic Ocean. It is the second least populated U.S. state and the sixth smallest by area of the 50 U.S. states. The state capital, Montpelier, is the least populous state capital in the United States. The most populous city in Vermont is Burlington. The Vermont Department on Environmental Conservation (DEC) is one of 3 departments that make up the Agency of Natural Resources. The Department of Environmental Conservation's mission is to preserve, enhance, restore, and conserve Vermont's natural resources and protect human health for the benefit of this and future generations. The Vermont Air Quality and Climate Division's AQCD goal is to work to protect the public and the environment from the effects of adverse air quality. They monitor ambient air quality and air pollution emissions from sources, proposes regulations to improve existing air quality, ensure compliance with the regulations, and issue permits to control pollution from sources of air contaminants across the states. The Waste Management and Prevention Division oversees the use, treatment, and handling of hazardous and solid waste. The division performs emergency response for hazardous material spills, issues permits for federal and state programs regulating hazardous waste, solid waste, and underground storage tanks, and manages cleanup at hazardous sites. Number 5. Wyoming Dirty State Index 10.34. Wyoming is a state in the Mountain West region of the United States. The 10th largest state by area, it is also the least populous and least densely populated state in the contiguous United States. Wyoming's economy is driven by tourism and the extraction of minerals such as coal, natural gas, oil, and trona. Agricultural commodities include barley, hay, livestock, sugar beets, wheat, and wool. It was the first state to allow women the right to vote and become politicians, as well as the first state to elect a female governor. Due to the part of its history, its main nickname is the Equality State, and its official state motto is Equal Rights. The Wyoming Department of Environmental Quality, DEQ, founded in 1973, is a Wyoming state agency to protect, conserve, and enhance environment of Wyoming through a combination of monitoring, permitting, inspection, enforcement, and restoration or remediation activities. It consists of 6 divisions, and since 1992, the Environmental Quality Council (EQC), a separate operating agency of 7 governor-appointed members. The Air Quality Division in Wyoming works to keep Wyoming skies clean and clear by conducting permitting, monitoring, and inspection in order to preserve our state's air. Number 4. Montana, Dirty State Index 10.19. Montana is a state in the Mountain West region of the United States. Montana has no official nickname but several unofficial ones, most notably Big Sky Country, the Treasure State, Land of the Shining Mountains, and the Last Best Place. The economy is primarily based on agriculture, including ranching and cereal grain farming. Other significant economic resources include oil, gas, coal, mining, and lumber. The healthcare, service, and government sectors are also significant to the state's economy. Montana's fastest growing sector is tourism. Nearly 13 million annual tourists visit Glacier National Park, Yellowstone National Park, Beartooth Highway, Flathead Lake, Big Sky Resort, and other attractions. The Montana Department of Environmental Quality is charged with protecting a clean and healthy environment as guaranteed to their citizens by the state constitution. Their ultimate goal is to protect public health and to maintain Montana's high quality of life for current and future generations. They regulate solid waste facilities in Montana, including community recycling activities. This includes municipal landfills, construction and demolition waste landfills, septic tank land application sites, motor vehicle recycling, and recycling activities. These functions are achieved by technical reviews, licensing, certifications, compliance monitoring, training, and technical assistance. This helps to assure that the environment is adequately protected from the hazards of waste disposal and increasingly recycling state in Montana. Number 3. Maine, Dirty State Index 9.46. Maine, the northeasternmost U.S. state, is known for its rocky coastline, maritime history, and nature areas like the Granite and Spruce Islands of Acadia National Park. Moose are plentiful in Baxter State Park, home to Mount Katahdin, endpoint of the Appalachian Trail. Lighthouses such as the Candy-Striped Beacon at West Cody Head dot the coast, as do lobster shacks and sandy beaches like Ogunquit and Old Orchard. Waste is an expensive and sometimes unavoidable result of human activity. It occurs in homes, offices, and factories. However, it can be prevented or reduced. The Marine Department of Environmental Protection works with industry, government, and citizens to reduce beneficial reuse and manage waste. From harbors overlooking the Atlantic Ocean to Baxter Peak, the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, Maine offers a variety of natural beauty. Residents living in Maine experience all 4 seasons, including harsh winters and cool summers. Portland, Bangor, and Augusta are amongst the best places to live in Maine. Number 2. Idaho, Dirty State Index 8.73. Idaho is a northernmost U.S. state known for mountainous landscapes and vast swaths of protected wilderness and outdoor recreation areas. The capital, Boise, is set in the Rocky Mountain foothills and is bisected by the Boise River, which is popular for rafting and fishing. The city's riverfront Julia Davis Park is a downtown green space containing a rose garden, museums, and a zoo. Idaho is an important agricultural state, producing nearly 1/3 of the potatoes grown in the United States. All 3 varieties of wheat, dark northern spring, hard red, and soft white, are grown in the state. Nez Perce County is considered a premier soft white grain locale. Important industries in Idaho are food processing, lumber and wood products, machinery, chemical products, paper products, electronics manufacturing, silver and other mining, and tourism. The world's largest factory for barrel cheese, the raw product for processed cheese, is in Gooding, Idaho. Number 1. South Dakota, Dirty State Index 7.82. South Dakota is an expansive, sparsely populated Midwestern U.S. state where rolling prairies give way to the dramatic Black Hills National Forest. Black Hills is home to 2 historic monuments carved right into the towering granite peaks: Mount Rushmore, the iconic depiction of 4 revered U.S. presidents, and Crazy Horse Memorial, a tribute to the storied Native American tribal leader. While several Democrats have represented South Dakota for multiple terms in both chambers of Congress, the state's government is largely controlled by the Republican Party, whose nominees have carried South Dakota in each of the last 13 presidential elections. Fishing and hunting are popular outdoor activities in South Dakota. Fishing contributes to over $224 million to South Dakota's economy, and hunting contributes over $303 million. Popular species of game include pheasants, white-tailed deer, mule deer, and turkeys, as well as waterfowl such as Canada geese, snow geese, and mallards. Targets of anglers include walleye in the eastern glacial lakes and Missouri River reservoirs, Chinook salmon in Lake Oahe, and trout in the Black Hills. Aside being the cleanest state in America, South Dakota boasts a lower cost of living than the national average when it comes to health, housing, utilities, and transportation. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our subsequent videos.